Where do generals keep their armies? In their sleeveys. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. We're in the second match of this current GAC season, and fleets are a little bit rough. So we're going to check that out. There's a really cool Ninth Sister build. You guys are going to check it out, I'm sure. It's going to be fun. So, here's the situation. Facing someone named T. McGrath. And he's got less GP than me. Look at that. He's at exactly 9 million GP when I first scouted him, which I think he just did that for screenshot purposes because he was pretty quickly after or over that, or maybe just coincidence. But one way or another, guys, he has lower GP than me, which is exciting. I mean, kind of anyways. So I actually have an advantage in a lot of places. I mean, the mods are pretty similar, actually. He's got an advantage in mods a little bit, though I'd just say we're pretty close. We're pretty dang close. And then relics, oh, we're also pretty close. You'll note, though, his relic 9, well, his relic 8 and 7 are both a little bit higher. He's kind of targeted a lot of different specific meta teams to get up to high relics, and you guys will see that in just a minute. He's got a really interesting couple builds here, folks. So here's what I placed on defense. Another 4 Galactic Legends along with Maul and Bando and Watt in the front, hoping to draw out his Commander Luke potentially, and then also put that Darth Vader or Darth Revan team up front as well. I've only kept 2 GLs, of course. That's kind of how I have been operating lately, at the very least, you know, Sith Eternal and Rey in the front, hoping to draw out, I don't know, something fancy so that my Kenobi and Starkiller. The other big thing here, folks, is I went to great lengths to make sure my entire roster was Wampa proof, because he's got a really strong Wampa, and I did not want to lose a team to that. So, bottom front zone that we're facing of his, he's got that really interesting Lord Vader build. And here's the thing, guys. First off, it's a Relic 9 full offense modded Maul. Like, no joke. Really fast, really strong character. And then he's got Ninth Sister here. So here's the thing. Moff Gideon is scary because he's got a lot of speed, but you overlook Ninth Sister. She's over 300 speed, and the way she's modded, she also gets speed up from Lord Vader, which means she's going to be faster than almost any bounty hunter squad, even with Zam in there. And so it's going to be really tricky, and that's something I overlooked, actually, until I know he placed it sometimes, but I thought that I would be faster regardless because I was faster than his Gideon. But because she is a Dasufu, that Ninth Sister is ridiculously fast. She's ludicrous speed, guys. And then, of course, he's got Jedi Master Kenobi and Rey here as well, and then a really fast Darth Revan with Talon, making her even faster. Up top, he's got a Mothra team, his Dash team, Bando. I mean, pretty regular customers here, guys. And then he's got a Jango squad with Nest and everything. I mean, yeah, pretty standard stuff. So, if you want to support the channel, guys, just a reminder, if you want to, please, I would really appreciate helping me mount the algorithm. Like, subscribe, comment, all of that stuff. I really appreciate every single one of you, except for a couple of you, and you know who you are. No, I mean, it's true, though. Just kidding, but seriously. Before we go into the video, though, my opponent did attack first, and my Wampa proofing worked. He actually messaged me later. I won't tell you the final result right now, of course, but he's used Wampa on this team up top with the Jango, because we have two instances of tenacity down. We have, you know, ability block, healing immunity, stun, shock, all of this stuff, guys. So, I mean, barely worked, but it still worked on Wampa, so that made me happy. Hooray for that. He also struggled on my Supreme Leader Kylo, and I was impressed, actually. His first fail, I actually had my entire team down in, had my entire team still alive, and then he was able to Zerg it down over the course of 4 fights. So, kudos to him, but I did start with a pretty big advantage. He dropped well over 100 banners, so Going into this, though, guys, this this is a very close match, in fact. So don't just assume anything here, guys. Let's get to the actual video, shall we? If we can actually make it happen, I think we can. Alright, so first off, we're going to take out this Jedi Master Kenobi team, and we're trying something different on the recording side, folks. We'll just see how this all pans out, but I'm going to go at normal-ish speeds. I mean, everything's sped up as usual for these fights so that we can be conscientious of you guys' time, but we also want to get to the point where we're not wasting any time. And so you'll see at one point in some of these videos, we're just going to go into a much faster speed. So we're just trying to get Cat out. You guys know how this works. I mean, you're no strangers to me using this counter. We do this it seems like every single match that someone places Jedi Master Kenobi, because it's just so reliable, guys. I mean, maybe there's a comp out there that makes it way less reliable. I'm not really sure, but yeah, so far this has been very reliable. So we got to kill Cat first. So we triggered her savior right before she got rid of that first mark. And remember, this is a really thick Cat. That's how you mod her these days. You want to have her as healthy as possible, just to make it really hard to get her dead. And so that's exactly what's happening here. Okay, they killed Grandmaster Yoda. We got to revive with Jolee as soon as we can, of course. You'll note that Jolee is always in the bottom slot that we can call to assist easily, because we want to call him to assist as much as we can. Well, eventually we want him to, because every time he does damage, he's going to reduce his cooldowns, as you well know, I'm sure. But I mean, that's part of his charm, part of the reason why we take him. And then, of course, I always forget to call him to assist. But okay, we killed Cat, and now we have 2.5 minutes left. We're gonna speed things way up, because I mean, maybe it feels like a spoiler to you guys. You guys can let me know in the comments. In fact, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. But let's just go at 300% speed, because at this point, if they have Cat, they haven't put me at any kind of material disadvantage. We can just kind of assume, even though this guy has really good relics on everything, we can just kind of safely assume that we're gonna win this comfortably, which we did. 70 banners, woohoo! Okay, next up, we need to take down this team. And so what we're doing here, I don't actually think that Phoenix is good against this squad, to be real clear, especially with like a Tusken. Okay, but here's the thing, my bounty hunters weren't going to be fast enough. They would just kill my Bossk before I could even go, because of the way the frenzy works with Maul. And so we're just trying to burn some cooldowns here, guys, so that eventually Maul will stop being the way he is. Okay, so here we go. He did his AoE here, guys, and then I was like, okay, if he did his AoE, then we could probably take in our bounty hunters. And then of course, Maul was able to get all of his stacks anyways, and he killed my Bossk before it was time, and we're in pretty big trouble here, guys, but we did get our contract. So the goal here, of course, was always just to kill Maul as much as possible. And here's the thing, Fennec does ignore taunt. She just does. So she can target, and so can Mando. And so we're close to taking out Maul. And if we can take Maul out, then the rest of the team should be able to fold relatively well, at least. I wouldn't say easily exactly, but we should be able to make that happen. So, close call, but we did manage to do it. And now we're going to speed everything up again, because we're not going to get any more kills, frankly. I mean, that Ninth Sister is super thick, but then she's also super fast. We can't take her out. Can't take anyone out. Okay, so now we're using Bad Batch, and unfortunately, I'm actually convinced that in other circumstances, I don't know if I played it poorly or what, I think in other circumstances I would have done a lot better. I think maybe I should have messed around with their cooldowns a little bit more here, but we're super speeding this because I do take my time trying to figure out which things to do because I want to dispel, but we don't. I mean, our guys are going to live for a while because no one here does a lot of damage. And look at, I mean, we're starting to do some actual damage to these guys, but at some point we really start losing momentum. I think it's right there when he gets his ultimate, and we just, like, the multiple versions of days from Ninth Sister and from Lord Vader, and then our reduced damage from Gideon, which, I mean, that doesn't really do that much. The reduced damage from Gideon just doesn't do that much, but we just fail. So, alright, we got to use Star Killer here, guys, and we're using a lot more teams here than I wanted to. We're using Bounty Hunters. We're using we're using everything, guys. Yeah, just the Bounty Hunters. We're using the we used the Bad Batch. Now we're using the Star Killer, and then Star Killer usually isn't able to kill Lord Vader. Like, sometimes you can manage it, but you know, we'll see how this goes. Of course we will, guys. Remember, we can't gain bonus turn meter if we have debuffs, and man, Ninth Sister's really fitting into this squad really well. I'm very impressed, folks, especially because there's no Thrawn here, there's no Vader here, and yet I'm struggling in a big way. So, I mean, with Star Killer, we've just got to we do the basics from Palp and the basics from Mara Jade, which in turn calls Star Killer, and Star Killer then works on his Star Destroyer summoning. And hey, look at this, we can actually hit Gideon for a minute, so that's pretty fancy of us. They're about to hit their ultimate. I was like, man, we got our Star Destroyer already, though. Let's just call that frickin' thing. So we got it. Wonderful. Let's send a tire over to Gideon, an entire tire. And alright, we got him. Can we get Royal Guard before Lord Vader pops his ult? Damn it all. Not so much. So he gets all that mastery from Royal Guard, so that's no fun. No fun. Zero fun, sir. But at the very least, alright, let's speed it up, because all of it really just involves us wailing on Lord Vader and him potentially surviving, sometimes not. We'll have to see. Really thinking about getting the other Omicrons for Star Killer, guys. I keep promising I'm gonna get that, get one of his specials. I think I'm gonna get all of them. They're kind of just too good to ignore, frankly, guys. Okay, so we're getting close here. Watch closely, though. All right, so he got his dodge when he was with a sliver of red. I'm not convinced that would have killed him, but it was very close, very close. So he did his AOE eventually, killed all of our guys, and then I decided we're just gonna time out. So all right, he took his turns, and now we're just gonna try to zerg him down with Mon Mothma. So we don't gain bonus turn meter unless we get rid of all of these debuffs. Which, I mean, Mon Mothma's really good at dispelling them. See, we don't have any debuffs, and now, as long as we can keep the turn meter loop going, like, he's gonna get his ult ready, but he's not gaining any turn meter. And note that we're using Biston here instead of Cara Dune, because Biston's gonna take a lot more turns because he's got Frenzy. So, there it is. Zerged that down after killing 4 of my own teams. Now, another new comp, and we're using Ninth Sister as well. She's at Relic 6, I believe, which she needs... She can be so thick at Relic 8, so that's one of my current goals. But of course, I did just put Relic 8 on First Order Officer here recently, so I don't know what my priorities are. But here's the goal, guys. We're just trying to survive for long enough to, we'll get opportunistic yeets with Darth Vader. We'll get the yoinks, the destructions, but then otherwise Darth Vader will get some hits, of course, but then Lord Vader will eventually just ramp up because we have so many relic levels here, guys. I mean, I think Stormtrooper is 7, 6 on Ninth Sister. Night Sister. You guys don't know which one I said. But otherwise, everyone is 8. So, I guess 9 on Lord Vader. So, lots of mastery here. And I know it feels kind of sketch, but the thing is, we have so much health. Sure, her Whirlwind doesn't actually kill us. Somehow. None of our tanks just died to one Whirlwind. And then, if we don't have healing immunity, we can actually heal from things. And so we're just trying to get ability blocks with Darth Vader, and then, like I said, we're trying to take out Finn there when we can, or R2-D2, or whoever. We'll throw that saber, and We're just trying to get to our ultimate. I mean, we just did get to our ultimate. Maybe we can get more. We'll just survive. And I think, I mean, it just takes a while, guys. This is a pretty, this can be a pretty smooth counter. I mean, and we're not gaining that much turn meter here either, because she just, you know, she gains mastery. She gives her whole team mastery if we... Oh yeah, there's damage immunity, by the way. But she gains mastery based off of turn meter gain on my side. But I don't have that much on this team. It's not a team that kind of relies on that, so it's kind of nice. Alright, she's got another ult, and now Ninth Sister's gone, so there's issues, of course. I think we're going to mod Ninth Sister to be faster at some point. Look at that, I was stupid and shot BB-8 for fun there. And of course he hit me back, so... No, zero fun, sir, right there. But, alright, we're doing okay here. Ish. We're doing okay-ish. I mean, probably should have just done the big hit from Vader, just to see what we could do. To see what we could see, folks. But, alright, we got our second ultimate, and now we can start doing some true damage. 200k on that special, which is pretty fancy. And... yeah, we're kind of getting there. Can we get her all the way down? She's in red. She gets another ult. Damn it all, Rey. This is why we can't have nice things. Alright, killed Stormtrooper, but managed to take her out. And not great banners, but still not terrible either, actually. 57. I mean, we dropped 8. It's not bad. Not terrible. Especially because I'm sure I blundered some. I could clean that up quite a bit. Alright, we're using troopers here, and it gets super sketchy, guys. So he doesn't have a taunting tank here, pre-taunt. So we can just take out Basti right away. So at the very least, we weaken the team quite a bit, even if we have to clean it up, which hopefully we don't. But we're in the Gambit fight night right now, and I'm debating whether we should kill Marauder first or Malak. And... honestly, I actually think we should have. I should have targeted Malak there. I think we could have killed Malak, but you know, looking at the turn meter and stuff, it's kind of a mess here. And we needed Gideon, by the way, guys. We needed Gideon because Gideon is fast enough. So. Gosh, okay, can we do the AoE and just kill Sith Marauder? That's the question. He's not high health or anything, but didn't kill him, didn't even come close to it. The AoE apparently only does damage once you get those stacks. So, alright, can we kill Malak now? I mean, now we don't have stacks, and it's a pretty big mess. Can we do... so I guess let's try to just give everyone a lot of turn meter, and maybe Dark Trooper is going to be able to get some turns. I mean, there's a lot of fear that's going on and everything too. Maybe we can get some assists from Dark Trooper. No assists. Come on, guys. Let me hit it. Okay, thank you, Revan. Thanks for the assist. All right, Veers is gone. as I veered, he was gone. So. Oh, cool. Talon's actually available for death, so let's punch her in the face real quick. And look at that. He hit my Dark Trooper, who's going to cost me 2 banners. Killed him, so, you know, one less stack, but then I regrew my health and protection, and he actually helped me out, so 59 instead of 57. Pretty priceless swap out there. Thanks, Darth Revan. And in the back is the Promised Land, guys. Nothing good in the back, as I kind of suspected. So, alright, up top... he's got a fast Bando team, so we're gonna do this Basti team, and look at Jango, just Sign of Jango, just killing Ezra, like Relic 5 Ezra, like he's nothing. He's got all the bonus protection and everything, and he's just gone. But then I killed Fennec, so we're kind of just exchanging things we love here. I'm kind of afraid of Jango, man. That was a pretty big hit. I mean, it's not like my Ezra's modded to the teeth. He's not like amazing, but he's better than just getting one shot by Relic 7 Scion of Jango, in my opinion. Like, but one way or another, he's gone. And now, I mean, This is the chance that I had probably, guys, to speed this one up, but I don't think I ended up doing it because, I mean, Queel and IG, great characters. They're not gonna turn the tide here, and I think pretty much you know any novice player is gonna be able to manage this. So, anyways, we've got decent banners here. 62. Ezra cost us 3, but alright, he's got his Mon Mothma team. I held Iden because I didn't want his Wampa to kill me. Didn't want to get wamped. And so we're just... I think this is an opportunity, guys. I think I could undersize this, actually. We don't want to undersize too much, especially with a really strong Kyle Katarn. But this isn't a really strong Kyle Katarn. He's Relic 5. You know, Relic 8 Kyle Katarn with really strong offense mods, absolutely terrifying. But otherwise, I mean, even Iden wouldn't fear him that much, but one way or another. All right, so we've got Jango lead with this team, and they're not really that fast. I decided not to take Nute here because I didn't want him to get one shot by either Boba or Jango, and the idea was I wanted to go first anyways and start getting some target locks out. And so, I mean, we did, and now, I mean, this team is just crumbling. It's not close. Love to get that target lock onto Nest, because then she can actually, she can't hit me back. Get the healing immunity on her so that she can't actually do damage, which is also wonderful. All right, Illuminated Destiny. Thank you, BB-8. Well done. So I guess we can try to stun her so she can't do any damage. Because remember, she has really high potency, actually, guys. She has just a really high tenacity. But we ramp up our potency throughout the match. So, you know, everyone's landing everything on her at this point. And she has tenacity down as well from BB-8. So there's that. Plus, I believe in Jesus, so that helps. Bonus points for anyone who knows that movie, who can guess that quote. I don't think it was a perfect quote either, so extra kudos to people who can actually guess that one. But okay, so Dash Team, it's pretty quick, of course, but we were able to just take out his Vander Chewie right with the first couple shots. So I mean, when that's possible, then anything's possible. We can all go home. We can all have a Merry Christmas. I think what that means is I need to get my Vander Chewie to higher relics, like everything, like every team. If Commander Luke teams can't just one-shot Vander Chewie, I'll be in a lot better spot, probably. Okay, so we get to come to the fleet zone, and I decide I'm gonna kill fleets, so then we know how much we need to undersize here. And so here's the issue, folks. I've never done, like, I haven't practiced. I need to, but I haven't yet practiced the mirror match at Relic 9, and so I'm having Solo tell me how to do this, and, you know, this is on Gambit Fight Night, and I mean, this is the kind of thing that we're allowed to do. I don't feel like it's cheating or anything, but, so he's giving me step-by-step instructions, and, you know, we killed their Razor Crest, that's great, and everything's going decently here, at least, guys. So, alright, let's, you know, keep working on it, but then they get their contract early, before we can get our Ebon Hawk in to help us. So we've got Slave here instead of Ebon Hawk, because Slave 1 is going to help us. Or is it generic bounty hunter ship 1 at this point? But, I mean, we're not that close to our ultimate, guys. And they apparently just are. And so this is apparently a 91%, 92% win rate, and I mean, we still got a shot, I guess. We've still got a lot of our ships. It's okay, but let's take out Xanadu Blood, I guess. Come on, kill Xanadu Blood. What are you doing? Damn it all. It's killing me, man. Killing me, Smalls. All right. And we're starting to get some kills, and this is all that they have left is Slave and Houndstooth. But I mean, we don't have a capital ship either. They got their heal. I mean, what's a man to do? We get the mark on Slave. It's great. And then everyone dies. So tough pill to swallow here, guys. This is supposed to be a high banner win. It's supposed to be a 74. Instead, we get we get a 5. Okay, so we're gonna do home 1 versus Malevolence. This is something that I need to practice more. I just don't. I used to be really good at this, but the relics levels have changed, and I probably need to get better one way or another. So wait to do the wiggle on the Falcon, and then they were able to just kill Biggs right away. So the question is, who do we bring in? And I think I would be better served out here, actually, by bringing Cassian. We could take out that Hyena Bomber. But I was worried that his Spy was going to come in and be in stealth, and we need to knock out the Spy for health. But clearly, I think that was the wrong choice. Like, not great. And here's the problem as well, folks, is because we have 3 fleets down, I have very limited options at this point. Because we're going to lose this. Are we going to be able to... Look at this. We got a few dodges. But they get... You guys will have to observe. You can rewind even. You'll have to see just how many dodges they get throughout the rest of these fleet fights. Because it's obscene. Alright, so we lose this. And now it's starting to look... It's like, man... We might not be able to win this, actually, guys. Okay, so let's use Finalizer here. This is another match. I know nothing about this match at all. With the new bombers, no idea how this all works. So Echelon is 7 stars. I think that their fortress is 5 stars, something like that. So nothing too crazy. But again, I know nothing about like this new ship meta is just it's throwing me off, guys. It's like I'm starting to get the hang of troops, like of squads. I'm placing good, complex defenses, good layered stuff, and it's working on squads. And ships is just kind of kicking my butt here, guys. I hate to admit it, but it just is. So I don't know. There's optimization issues here in terms of my gameplay. We gotta step things up a little bit. Okay, so he's in stealth. That's not great. I wanted to finish him off. Okay, let's try to ability block Falcon. Cool. Now, let's shoot there. Okay, we got some stuns then, and then all of the stuns, all of the stealth, everything. Ability block is just gone because of Raddus, and I mean that's fair. Raddus is a good ship for debuffs and everything. We're getting rid of debuffs, and okay, cool. I think we just got the stun on Falcons. That was wonderful. And then cool, we actually got the hit on that guy. Okay, dodge on resistance fighter. Cool. Okay, called a mass assist. Everyone dodged. He dodges again. Dodged again. Ability block. Okay, we finally killed him. Yay, hooray for that. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's finish this guy off because he's stunned. I guess we'll put the missile thing on him. All right, he had foresight, so we should dodge that one. But okay, so can we just? I think I probably should have just dispelled him, but he dodged again. He's got evasion up, but I mean it's only like 25%, and then they kill my ship. So and then silencer's gone. So we don't have ships available left. I don't know, guys. I have a pretty bad attitude. We have 1 minute left. No reinforcements for either of us. They just have one ship. They've Poe left. He can kind of regenerate some of his health and protection and stuff. I forget what he can do on his special. But all right, so I was using my shuttle to facilitate the Echelon to attack, but then it's like, well, Echelon doesn't do that much damage actually. So all right, we got 20 seconds left. Can we actually clear? We're down to the point where I think I have 3 total fleets left, and we have to clean up 2 fleets, including Malevolence, which is a huge mess. So, all right, we've got resistance here, and I only brought a few pilots here. I think I brought 5 total ships, and we have to, if we don't one-shot this, we are just totally screwed, guys. So let's do it. Let's get this done if we can. And we will have different ship configurations on defense next time, guys, because my opponent did one-shot my fleets. Okay, so Falcon comes in reserves, and I mean they don't have reinforcements left, so we're just waiting until it's time to kill their Executor with our Raddus. I probably should have saved that mass assist. In hindsight, should have saved it for this moment right here, when he has buff immunity, when he can't regenerate or protection at all. So, you know, call that mass assist would have been really nice there. But as it stands, he's very low health, and he's got those exposes. So we put another expose with the Ghost. That's why I like the Ghost to help with Raddus finishing off Finalizer or Executor, because you get that expose. And now, guys, they have 2 starting ships and then 1 ship in reserves as well. So it's like, okay, we have a Tarkin fleet. Look at that dodge on Spy. So that's cool. Happy that happened. And all right, there's Soldier. There's one of our TIE fighters gone. Hey, we got a dodge on our TIE pilot, but that's just because we had foresight on him, because that should happen. And all right, everyone's in stealth, so now we have to hit vultures. But at least we did kill a vulture. We have 1 more ship left, or we have 1 more capital ship remaining, guys. So we do have that. And all right, TIE pilot. Let's get our big hit. Okay, we missed. They missed. And if we can get lucky here, guys, we could if they shoot enough times at my TIE fighter and they miss, then I could maybe get my ultimate and wipe them out if I'm lucky. But I mean, okay, I almost killed their soldier. That was close. And then TIE pilot died, of course. And hey, look at that! Our retribution actually killed their soldier. So all they have left is Spy. Oh, all we have left is endurance with a bunch of just total crap, guys. Jeez. Oh my gosh, this is so horrible. Alright, so there goes Wedge. But then, look at that. Scimitar saves the day. So we did the math, guys. We did the math, and I needed to average a 66 in the bottom zone, which we have Wampa available. Or we have Wampa here, and then we have a few other comps as well. But the thing is, we need a good result from Qui-Gon and Anakin. And so I think what we should have really done is just use Wampa, and then you saved Qui-Gon and Anakin for last, just to see if we could maybe potentially take more characters. But instead, we was like, okay, let's just do this. Let's just make it happen. So I was targeting Kylo here, OG Kylo, because I wanted. Gosh, okay, so he's almost dead anyways. Man, shouldn't have just killed him. So Red Trooper goes. All right, they killed Qui-Gon. Here's the thing, guys. Look at Red Trooper. He's got crit immunity right now, and that is hugely important because I don't quite kill him. And there it goes. So we could have guaranteed a kill there, like a win there, if I'd been able to take, I had Barriss available. I just undersized it because I thought I needed all the banners, which, I mean, you kind of do, but man, I should have seen if I could have taken Barriss with me as well, frankly. Okay, so we got Wampa here, and we're just speeding everything up, because now we lose. We lost, but I'll show you guys the rest of the attacks, because we're not just gonna slink back to our lair. We're gonna do the best we can, and have as good a showing as we can. Killing me here though, guys. Okay, and then we've got this weird crew team with Thrawn, and I mean, just kind of our leftovers, but nothing too crazy. I mean, this isn't a good this Ackbar team. If I had spent more time trying to figure out a team and a strategy, I think I could have gotten pretty close to a 65, maybe even a 66. If we had I think you can undersize this, using. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I actually think that maybe Crew and OG Kylo, and maybe Crew, OG Kylo, and Thrawn could have trioed this. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Looking at the comps now, I feel fairly certain that would work, just because You could, we have the taunt. We have someone who can regenerate his own health and protection with OG Kylo, and then Thrawn could have done it. And then we could have played with our food against that Scarif Rebel Pathfinder until we got max banners. But, okay, so then I just threw Nute and Geos, because I knew mathematically we were out, and we ended up losing. And the score looks a lot less close than it actually was, because, we could have won that. So, I mean, could have, not saying should have, to be real clear. There's a lot of things going on, so let's go look at my final thoughts, folks. Alright, so, got the loss. And I won't lie, guys, this one hurts, because I feel like I overcame a lot of adversity here. Like, I figured out all these cool comps to throw him off, and he couldn't beat my Kylo team in the back without a lot of fails, and he dropped a ton of banners, and his Wampa, which he relies on to clear me, wasn't able to be used, and it was a really cool ground victory, in a way. Like, it was. I played well on the ground, and even though he had a really cool Lord Vader comp, I was able to problem solve, and just chip away and take out that Lord Vader team, and it was cool. I was proud of how I did, and then Fleets just kept messing me up, and I mean, that Executor thing, guys, that kills me, man. It makes me so sad that that's how it happened, because so we have a Relic 8 First Order officer now, because I'm doubling down with First Order. Probably just going to keep Executor on defense and hope that 10% screws all my opponents. But that hurts, guys. And I just have to add, like, does anyone enjoy the dodge meta? I hate it. I hate it so much. It isn't fun to me. Where you're like, oh, maybe oh no, I missed. Oh, I have a 75% chance to oh no, I missed. Okay, that was cool. Good job for dodging. Like, maybe my guys will dodge. Oh no, they didn't dodge. Okay. Oh, they dodged a bunch when they didn't need to. That was cool. Like, it's so stupid and unpredictable. It is the least fun thing ever. And that being said, I can play better. I can choose better fleet comps. I can play. I can get some of my pilots way better. Like, my Biggs was only Relic 4, didn't have all 6E, and now he's Relic 5, has all 6E. Like, we're gonna get better at these things and make better choices. Absolutely wiggle room to make better choices. So, not at all saying I should have won. It hurts, guys. It hurts. So no excuses. A good match to my opponent. Outplayed me in the end. He did what he needed to do, and he won. He was really gracious when we talked to him. That's a point in his favor as well. That Lord Vader comp, kudos to him. He really developed it, and it is giving a lot of people a lot of problems. So, looking at his history, I just thought that I knew what the problems were, but I didn't until at the very last second. I was like, oh shoot, forgot about the Dasufu thing. So, one way or another, guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Lord Vader seems to be more like gaining momentum. I was able to kill Rey with him for okay banners. Probably get better as I continue on, and he continues to have more and more interesting comps that are tough to beat with various builds. So yeah, would love to hear what you guys think. Guys, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails, especially next time. See you guys.